hi everybody. And then this is where you go, hi Dr. Nick. In the comment section. I'm waiting for it. You guys better do it. You better not let me down. We are back on an episode of Let's Build Springfield, episode 34. I can't believe how quickly we seem to be flying through these episodes. We don't do this series any more often than any other series. It just seems to me that this series, I don't know, just seems to fly by. It's really, really cool. So I've done a little bit of research. I'm going to remove that, replace it with orange one, I think. I've done a little bit of research into the nuclear power plant. I've got some more reference pictures. And it turns out that we made these orange parts a little bit too basic, really. A little bit too simple. So it's time to add a little bit more detail to them. I've already started a little bit. Like that. I've already started with the purple around the edge here. In fact, I've missed a section here. And then what I'll do is I'll just copy and paste this whole thing onto the other side to make the other one just like it. That's what it was before, but that was really simple. This one is starting to come on now. We're starting to get a little bit more complexity to it, which I'm very, very happy with. I was also looking through just the power plant just to see how big it actually is. It's a lot bigger than I thought. There is a lot of stuff to it. I couldn't quite believe it. We've got a huge car park to do. So today, we're just going to be working here, doing as much as we possibly can. How many blocks between us? That's 5. Which means that's 5. Yeah, I like that. Oops. Like this. And like this. Quickly go around the other side. It's just a little bit of detail that really does make the difference. It's all it takes is just some little straight lines. And you think, oh yeah, that looks much better. There's a lot more to it. Get down. I've also, at last, changed my my mouse mat to a new piece of photographic paper. That's what I use as a mouse mat. I use it because it's so short, it's so low, there's no thickness to it, so it doesn't like rub against your wrist. I get like, it's really painful if I use a real mouse mat because it's like, it's only a centimeter tall, but it just rubs on my wrist and creates this really red bit. Really hurts. Okay, that looks an awful lot better. I like that. I'm not a huge fan of this bit on the top though. It does have like this bar that goes over the top. In fact, it's more of a red colour. What have we got under clay? Have we got anything slightly darker? Yeah, this one. I'm going to knock this back down. Ah, that looks better. And I'm going to shrink it so it's not on the edges as well. Like this. That looks okay. That's still kept its roundness then. Okay, I like that. And then I can copy and paste the whole thing over there to at least match them up. But I'll do that in a minute. So the next part, what we need to do is actually move away. This place is huge, by the way. But we've got to move away. This part is like just concrete. There's a bit in the middle here. What block should we use? Clay. Yes. Clay 82. I think if we done like from here to here, these are like little walking paths or something. Set to clay. Yeah. So it's just a slightly different color. It's like a pathway that you just walk down. So we can add these in quite a few places. And then on the other side is another giant purple rectangle with some different shapes on the top. Still purple and orange, but they're different. And behind that is another purple thing. And then about here is where the facility? What would you call it? I don't really know what you would call it, but like the main building of the power plant starts. And it's actually not that big. I think I'm going to make it a little bit bigger than what the picture seems to imply. Because what's the point of having the power plant when the facility itself is absolutely tiny? There's just no point to it, is there? So I'm going to come out a little bit this way. Something like that. That's a pretty good width. And then we're going to come this way. Whoops. Come this way and get the depth of the building. I'm really excited about this power plant. Once we get all the pipes in and everything like that, I think it could look really cool. Oh, sorry about that. Okay, so the bottom of it is actually a smaller footprint, if you like, of the next level. The next level sort of comes out. I'm using stone because it's sort of the right color, but I think we should probably change it. Let's come over here. Let's change it to clay, probably. I know we've used both clay and this already, but if we do replace stone with clay, I might make it just a little bit brighter. Okay, and then we're going to come out one more block, and this is going to be where the main building starts. So I think we're just going to start on one side, and then I can always copy and paste the walls to match all four sides, because they all seem to be exactly the same, and they all seem to be pretty basic as well. But it's very interesting that the bottom floor seems to be like just a little bit wider than the base of it, the foundation. Really cool design. Not sure if I would trust it for design purposes, but it looks okay in this building. Okay, and then just square buildings, square windows here. Very, very easy to do. I'm going to do 2x2 windows. And then I don't know how many blocks between each floor I want to do. Obviously, if we were making this usable in Minecraft, like if we want to be able to go in there and fully decorate the inside, the building would have to be huge. Oh, that worked out perfectly. The building would have to be huge for each floor. If we want to keep it simple, we would do something like this and have the next window there, which is probably going to be the best way, because that's going to give the illusion that the building's a lot bigger than it is. And I think that's what we're going to have to go with, you know. I think that's what we're going to have to go with. Okay, I reckon we can speed this up, though, with World Edit. We're going to go from there to there. And then we're going to go... where do we want to go? Where do we want to paste it? Like, here? Let's just give it a try. Copy. Ooh. Ooh. Paste. No, not pate. Paste. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so that's going to get the windows in very, very quickly. Paste. Ah, my spacebar. It's playing up. How many floors up do we want to go on this? I've got pushed out. How many floors up do you want to go? On the picture, it seems to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Which should be one more on top of this. Oops. Paste. That would be to there. You know, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. And then if we want to get the windows in here, we can use World Edit really, really easily to go from there to there. Replace air with glass. And it puts all the windows in for us. Whew, that saves a lot of time, doesn't it? Okay, so now it's a matter of just getting all of this on all four sides. I'm going to do that, cut out some time for you guys, and I'll be right back. Okay, I made it a little bit bigger as well. I don't know, I just want it to look like it should be there, and it's not like a little tiny building plopped onto it. It needs to be of a significant size, definitely, doesn't it? Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to add another layer of this onto here. There is an easier way to do it using walls command, but I can't remember it, so I'm sorry. Set to clay, and then from there to there, set to clay, to here, set to clay, and then from here to here, set to clay, and I'm going to go from here to here. Did I get that right? Yeah, I got that right. And then we're going to go replace air with stone for the top of it. Oop, there we go, load up. Wonderful. Okay, so we've got like the solid building in now, but it even goes a tiny little bit higher. Now on the top here, it doesn't seem to me that these are actually buildings. It just seems to be like there's a little sort of clay, basically like a clay and glass bit that goes on top. It's really weird. If we done that, that's like 4 blocks diagonally in. 1, 2, 3, 4 there. 1, 2, 3, 4 right there. And then the last one. Really cool trying to build things off a picture. Really interesting thing to do, because you know what you want it to look like at the end. It can just be tricky getting it to that point, but that's so exciting to be able to do, especially if it goes right. Did that not do it? I have no idea what I changed then. Oh, it said 0 blocks have been changed. Wonderful. That means that I haven't messed anything up somewhere else in the world. Alright, like that. And then how high up do we want this to go? Like just 3 blocks more? I think so. I think that's all we really need it to do. Like this. And like this. But I'm going to go 1 more block and then go from there to there. Set that to clay. You'll see what I'm doing momentarily. In fact, I can use any block, can't I? First, second position. Like that. Here goes to first position. And then this goes to second position again. And then we do the glass in between it. Now, I know this seems really weird, and oops. Undo. I've never done a building before that has this sort of weird section on the top. But it's what it says on the picture. It's what I'm looking at. Or as close to what as I can interpretate from a very low resolution picture. Or not very much detail. It's not really that low resolution, but they just don't put all that much detail into this building, it seems, when they were designing it. But then on the top, what we're going to do is just put in some, what looks like some air ducts. Oh, we got the cave sound. That's how big the building is. The game is thinking that it's a cave now. Like this. So that's aircon unit 1. Then there's a larger one over here. Or a longer one at least. So let's go to about here. And I'm going to put some tracks on the top. So I'm going to actually make this 4 blocks wide. So it's an even number. Keep it coming. Keep it coming. Keep it coming. And then grab some rails very, very quickly. Where are the rails? Rail. Yoink. And I think there's 2 round ones here. There's one at the end. Like that. And there's one about in the middle. So I'm going to do that about there. There we go. And then there's one little tiny one. Just like that there. So if you step back from this building now. You know what? That looks pretty cool. Doesn't it? I really, really like the look of that. Yeah, it looks like it's floating a little bit because of the block underneath it. But, you know, I really like that. It does look so cool. Okay, what I do is this 3510. We're going to be using a lot of this now. We're going to go about from here to... How wide do we want this? Just a little bit into the building. Let's do it to about there for the moment. And I'm going to do it 4 blocks high. I don't know if I set the position over there. Like that to that. Set, what was it, 3510? No, not 2510. 3510. Wonderful. And then on top of this, I like some orange wool coloured. In fact, they're lighter. It's a lighter orange than the other ones. And it's just like a little circle on here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to build a very basic circle. And hope that it fits in. If it doesn't, we're going to do a little bit of world edit to make the circle fit. Oi. New mouse mat. It's too sensitive for me now. Oh, my cough. 2 blocks on that side, 2 blocks on that side. 3 blocks on the end. I'm cool with. That's okay with me. And then we just need to do this a couple of levels up. 2 or 3 levels, I don't know. Probably 2. We'll do 2. We'll back off, see if it's a nice height. And if not, we'll add more. It's as easy as that. How does that look? 2 blocks high? 2 blocks high is good. You could tell. When you know it's right, you just know it's right. Okay, go from there. And to there. I need to have a drink or something, I think. Let's go to the... I'm going to go to this side to copy it. Ugh, get down. Copy. And then we want to paste it on this side. 3 blocks away from the edge, I think it was, wasn't it? Is what we said. Yeah, like that. And then there's one in the middle as well. Cool. Get it out. Whoops. I don't know if this is going to be dead in the middle or not. That's 5 blocks in between, 4 blocks in between. Oh, that's as close as we can get, isn't it? Unless we, yeah, wait a minute. Let's, undo twice. Undo 2. Paste. And then we're going to come in another one. Make sure we're in line. So we're going to come in 4 blocks to paste that one. And then remove a section off the edge here. Set to air. There we go. Okay. Oh, poop. It wasn't. Undo. Undo. I didn't do it in line. Get it in line. We in line here or there? There. Paste. That's it. That's better. Set to air. Wonderful. Okay, so there's one of those in. And this one doesn't have an awful lot of detail, but it does have a little more detail than we've got in it. What we're going to do is we're going to actually come out 1 block wider about there. And then run this over the top. Like this. I might even use some Carpenters Blocks here as well. Just like a couple. Where are they? Slope we want. Like this. You can do some really cool looking pipes with this as well. Let's delete that. Put that one there. Put that like that. Yeah, that looks so cool. Really futuristic buildings you could do with these slopes. Like that and like that. Do the same on this side. Come up here. Slopes on this level. And then straight over the top here. Whoops. Wow. Done so much. Still a lot to do. There's a lot of pipes and stuff like that, which I'm actually quite excited about building. Because they're really going to finish this place off. We're not going to be able to get around to that this episode. But soon, relatively soon, we'll be able to. Okay, and then I'm going to come up here. Along here. Whoops. Come on. Whoops. I know why my voice is so croaky and husky. It's because I wasn't up that long ago. And whenever I get up, my voice is always shut down for the first few hours of the day. So the next video that I record today will actually be it'll sound a lot better because it would have woken up a little bit. I'm gonna need to have something to eat maybe and a bit more of a drink. I just couldn't wait to get on with this. I just love building, especially this power plant at the moment. I've got a real buzz for. And when you've got a buzz for something, you don't want to hold it out because you might lose that sort of hunger for it. Okay, so we're going to just grab the floor and grab up to this point here. Now, I know the slopes probably aren't going to copy all that well. They never have in the past. So let's just go from here. They never seem to copy, right? People were saying you can copy and paste the slopes and stuff like that to make roofs easier to do. I hear that too, but whenever I do it, yeah, see the slopes go at a strange angle. And I don't understand why it does that. There we go. That one. Like that. Very weird. I don't understand what would cause the ID to sort of change like that. We didn't rotate it. We didn't do anything with it. We just copied and pasted the section. And it seemed to mess it up for some reason. Not quite sure why. Anyway. So there's that one down as well. Oh, it's starting to get there. It's starting to get there. And I'm going to do one more. There's a very small or lower purple thing that seems to be connected up to here, to the actual main building. And it's about 2 blocks high. So we're going to go from here. And then it comes out a lot further than the building. So to there. Set to 3510. I don't like this bit though, so we're going to go from here. Oh, I didn't mean to do this bit. This makes more sense. To there. Set to air. I can hear a bat in there. Oops, I done the floor as well, did I? That's a mistake. Yeah, I can hear a bat in that building. Where are you? I see you. I saw you. There they are. You know you've got a building that's way too big when bats are spawning in there. Okay, something like that. And then there's some like dots on the top, so I'm going to do things like this. Every few blocks, there's 4 of them in total from what I can see. Like that. There seems to be nothing on top of there, but there are some doors that go into here. We haven't got this tall enough to put a door in there, and I don't really want to make it any taller. The scale that we're playing with here, you sort of just have to accept what sort of scale you're building with and stick with it. Cartoons don't always keep scale quite correctly all the time, so there's only a certain amount that we can actually copy exactly correct. Okay, from here to here, set to clay. From here to... This is actually the main walkway into the place. Set to clay. Like, the car park will be there, and the front entrance will be there, which means we've got to have a road behind there, joining all the way up to somewhere, wherever it is. I don't quite know yet. We'll get that when we'll get there when we come to it. Also, Burns's Manor is actually on this side of the river as well, so that'll be starting soon. Okay, and then flight. I'm gonna go from here to here. There. I want set that to clay. These are just like some of the walkways that are about in places, so I'm just trying to replicate that in. It also adds a really nice amount of detail as well. Okay, this comes out to about here. And then this is where the perimeter fence is. It's going to run down there on that side. And then this comes this way a little bit. How are we doing for time? We must be out of time, I bet. To here. And there's like there's a few other buildings here, which we'll be doing soon at least. But that goes to there. This one goes up to about here. These paths are so quick to do, apart from I've done that one wrong. To there. Oops, I set to glass. Grass. That's better. And then this one, this path, then goes out to the perimeter defense on this side. So we've sort of got the width of the whole power plant now. And pretty much the depth. The car park is going to be here. And then the perimeter fence will be about here. So we've sort of got the size of the power plant. As you can see, it is huge. But what progress have we made today? Hey, it's really starting to come on. A few more buildings here and there to be put in. A couple of really unique looking buildings as well. And then yeah, we're pretty much done with it. Maybe two or my voice then. Maybe 2 or 3 more episodes here. And it'll be completed. Obviously, we won't be doing it in a chunk, though. We'll be doing some other things here and there. Probably doing something else next episode to keep it nice and easy. I also need to copy that one and paste it there to match that up. But anyway, guys, if you enjoyed it, hit that like button. If you haven't already, please subscribe. And we'll see you in the next episode. Bye!